Welcome back my YouTube channel Old Car Stories. Today, we're diving deep into the story of a true American icon, this car Plymouth Road Runner. Not the classic model from the late 60s, but an imagined revival, the 2026 version. While Plymouth as a brand officially bowed out in 2001, let's imagine what a modern Road Runner could look and feel like if it were to return to the roads of America in 2026. The original Plymouth Road Runner made its debut in 1968 and quickly earned a name for itself in the muscle car world. Designed to be affordable, lightweight, and fast, it captured the spirit of the time, youthful rebellion with raw V8 power. If it were to be reborn in 2026, it would need to honor that heritage while stepping confidently into the future. Let's envision this modern Road Runner. The 2026 model would likely retain that unmistakable long hood, short deck profile, aerodynamically sculpted but with cues from the original. Think dual hood scoops, bold wheel arches, and a pronounced rear spoiler. The famous beep beep horn would definitely make a comeback, perhaps with a modern electronic twist. Under the hood, we could imagine two versions. One, a naturally aspirated 6.4-liter Hemi V8 producing upwards of 500 horsepower, built for the purists. The second, a hybrid-assisted twin-turbo V6 pushing the limits of both performance and efficiency, something that aligns with modern emission expectations but doesn't sacrifice power. The interior would be a respectful blend of retro and futuristic. Deep bucket seats with classic stitching, a flat-bottom steering wheel, and digital dials styled to echo vintage gauges. And in the center, an infotainment screen that manages everything from performance stats to connectivity, without taking away from the driver-focused design. Safety and tech would also see a major upgrade in the 2026 vision. Adaptive cruise control, lane keep assist, blind spot monitoring, and collision avoidance, all standard. Yet, it would still feel raw, especially with a performance mode that sharpens throttle response and firms up the suspension, bringing back the feeling of driving an untamed machine. What would truly define this reborn Road Runner, though, is attitude. The same rebellious charm that set the original apart. It wouldn't try to be overly luxurious. Instead, it would focus on muscle, mechanical purity, and value. A throwback to when performance was within reach for the average American enthusiast. The design would likely carry strong influences from the 1969 and 1970 models, which were arguably the most beloved. A split front grille with LED halos, perhaps, and rear taillights that stretch across the back, wrapped in a gloss black panel with the Road Runner logo glowing subtly at night. Suspension-wise, independent rear setups with adaptive dampers would allow it to corner sharply while still riding comfortably. The modern Road Runner would no longer be the straight-line bruiser of the past. It would be a complete performance car, capable of handling curves with confidence. Plymouth, if it were revived under a Chrysler or Dodge sub-brand, could offer this model as a direct competitor to the Ford Mustang Dark Horse and the rumored electric Camaro. But instead of going fully electric, it might be the last to hold on to the internal combustion engine legacy. Even if partially electrified, sound would play a huge role. The V8 version would rumble deeply with active exhaust, while the hybrid could use sound enhancement tech to recreate that muscle car roar, offering options for silent or thunderous modes, depending on the setting, or even local noise laws that it would not be mass-produced. In this 2026 vision, the Plymouth Road Runner would be built in limited numbers, making it special. Each car would be numbered, with build plaques and customization options that make every unit unique. Much like the collector cars of yesterday, color options would include heritage throwbacks like Vitamin C Orange, Plum Crazy, and Limelight, alongside modern finishes like matte graphite and deep crimson. Optional decal packages would add further flair, including the original Road Runner cartoon mascot with that cheeky smile and racing helmet. Wheels would come in 19 or 20-inch variants, forged aluminum, with optional center-lock designs for track-focused models. Braking would be handled by Brembo or a similar high-performance supplier, with slotted rotors and multi-piston calipers. Fuel economy wouldn't be its main selling point. Of course, but the hybrid variant could offer decent city mileage while still delivering a satisfying punch. A cylinder deactivation system could be included in the V8 to improve efficiency during low-speed cruising. Inside, buyers could opt for packages like Heritage Edition, which might include wood-grain dash inserts and throwback upholstery, or a track pack, with Recaro seats, a roll cage option, and lightweight trim pieces to cut weight. Connectivity features like Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, over-the-air updates, and performance tracking apps would bring the car into the 21st century. Drivers could monitor lap times, G-forces, or even share performance data through a dedicated Road Runner app. In the end, this 2026 Plymouth Road Runner, though fictional for now, would be a symbol, a bridge between the golden era of American muscle and the high-tech, performance-driven world of today. A bold, nostalgic step forward, reminding us that the thrill of driving should never be lost, even as the automotive world evolves. Thanks for joining us today on Old Car Stories. If you enjoyed this deep dive into our vision of the 2026 Plymouth Road Runner, leave a like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys through automotive history and imagination. Until next time, keep your engines running and your stories alive.